This is Gray Man Media content.
Marker.
Yeah. Oh, hey. So sorry. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Today's topic got me really hungry, okay? So the thing is, today we're going to be talking about mutilation of animals, specifically cattle, most likely by extraterrestrials. I couldn't find any steak because it's so expensive, probably from all the mutilation. So I'm eating pepperoni. Let's get into it. Get it over with. End of my career. Welcome back to another episode of Won't Take Some Bite. As my career tanks. Just kidding. It's going great this season. You know why? Because you guys are actually engaging. I'm hoping. I'm projecting.
I was gonna say it's really bold of you to say your career is tanking when your career hasn't even taken off yet.
What do you mean, man? I'm doing great. I have a total of 119 followers on Instagram. I am doing great.
I think you need you need something like 50,000 or something like that to get bare minimum offers from brand deals. Like it's.
Oh, I get offers all the time.
Oh, I know which kind of offers you get.
Yeah.
Because it's the same ones we get, and they're all bullshit. This is going to be a problem for me. This is going to be an issue.
Because I'm the one who talks.
Did you hear this happened, I think it was yesterday, that actress that got stabbed?
Oh, shit. What? Yes. I did.
Reese
Witherspoon?
No, with a knife.
Oh. Hey, Devin, have you ever been raped?
Stop.
Because I want to hear you whine about it.
Stop.
Now that was bad.
You're like a squirrel. You have like no ability to focus.
Chill. I'm going for a more snappy cut on this one because the information is garbage. Leave that in. Where's my vape? Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about cattle mutilation. So obviously Nazis, right? So that's going to be part of this.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
We're not even going to lead into it.
No.
You're not even going to buy the viewer a drink first.
No. In fact, in the end of the last episode, if you don't recall, I definitely posted like 70 fucking Nazi symbol flags at the end of that episode. Anyway, so Nazis obviously did it. They did a lot of animal mutilation, cattle mutilation, shit like that. But for decades, reports have been flooding in of strange encounters with cows found dead with their bodies mutilated in unusual and inexplicable ways. Some believe it to be work of extraterrestrial beings. However, well, that's usually us. While others believe it to be a hoax or the result of natural causes. Well, we know that there's beetles that deform corpses in the decomposition process, as we learned in high school. I don't know if you ever killed something in high school and watched it, transform into its stages. Oh, we did that. That was part of our curriculum. Anyway, they would kill a possum or something.
Uh-huh.
And then we would leave it in a shed.
Oh, yeah. Real scientific.
That's how we did it.
Yeah.
We left it in a shed and we would take notes on the beetles and the maggots and then the different stages of composition is all part of our science class. Anyway, I guess that's completely normal in the country. Maybe not for you city folk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very regular and routine to understand that part of the decomposition process. However, now get ready to leave your skepticism behind, as today we're going to be talking about extreme cases of mutilation. Yes. Now, Have you heard of this before, Devin?
As a avid believer in aliens, I have absolutely heard of cattle mutilation.
Okay. Have you ever seen?
No.
No. Okay.
I've seen images, I've seen videos and things like that, but I've never.
Enough to document proof for you?
No.
That it was extraterrestrials, or that it was something weird, or more than just natural decomposition?
For sure.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
I don't know if I'm sold on the idea of it being aliens, but I'm much closer to that than some other example, or
like Nazis.
I don't believe. I'm sure the Nazi scientists probably disfigured some, not just cows, but all sorts of different shit. So that's not really a far-fetched idea for me. But like something that happened in Nebraska being related to Nazis in the year like 1978, probably fucking not.
I mean, we kind of ended the Nazis really early, late 40s. So, I mean, possibility is, 78 could be a thing.
Doubt it. That's where I'm at.
I would have to say I mostly agree with you.
Uh-huh.
As far as that it could be extraterrestrials.
I mean, you'll see.
But what gain, if these things are so fucking smart? Here's the thing. If they're so smart, Devin, why would they mutilate cows? Because the whole idea is that they were trying to study creatures of this planet.
Well, I mean, they're interesting as fuck, right? Because the dominant species of this planet have decided to cultivate and raise and, form these cows all over the planet in possible numbers. They probably do the same thing to chickens, but there's a lot less,
So here's my.
You don't hear much about chicken mutilation.
That does happen. That actually does happen.
They're interesting as fuck.
They usually blame it on the chupacabra, but it still happens.
They're interesting. Like that would be interesting. If I was an alien race, I would want to know. It's like Jessica showed me this video of these special ants, farmer ants, that literally take aphids and they put them in a room in their anthill, and they farm them for the sugar that the aphids secrete. That's crazy. And we as humans
do the same thing.
We do the same thing, and not only that, but we study how the ants do this because that's interesting.
That's a microcosm. That's crazy.
So if aliens came here, they would be interested in the thing that we're raising, and they would be interested in that.
That's insane,
John, because most of the shit we cover is bullshit. Okay,
but this is real.
Well, I don't know if it's real, but there's certainly more evidence for this than a lot of other shit we talk about.
I love this show. Oh God. Okay. So Okay, Devin. Okay. So on April 21st, 1897, Devin, remember 1897. 1897.
I was alive
18,
for that.
it's legal. 97, it's too old, right? 1897. Alexander Hamilton.
You can't just keep going as if you didn't just say the things that you just
Alexander
said.
Hamilton, the noted statesman, was, and if you don't know who Alexander Hamilton, please go watch.
Who is that?
Hamilton. Are you fucking serious?
John.
One of the founding fathers.
They might not know that.
Then they shouldn't be watching this show. Let me tell you about him. The noted statesman Alexander Hamilton, also Broadway play made about Alexander Hamilton. What the fuck? That's a TikTok. Was awakened at night by loud humming noises. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. You're loud as shit, dude.
Was awakened by loud humming noises coming from his cattle yard. He had cattle because he was a rich man. He was a rich black man. And he and two other men went outside and saw an airship slowly come down and hover above the yard.
Whoa.
This was noted in his dossiers, and he was a very well-known writer, like specifically helped write the Constitution kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, Devin. Here is how Hamilton described it. Music fades in. It consisted of a great cigar-shaped portion, possibly 300 feet long, with a carriage underneath. The carriage was made of glass or some other transparent substance, altering with a narrow strip of some material. It was brilliantly lighted within, and everything was plainly visible. It was occupied by 6 of the strangest beings I've ever saw. They were jabbering together but we could not understand a word that they said. It seemed to pause and hover directly over 2-year-old heifers, which was bawling and jumping, apparently fast at the and in the fence. Going to her, we found a cable about a ½ inch in thickness, made of some red material that we do not know. Fastened it to a slip knot around her neck, and one end passing up to the vessel, and then the heifer tangled in the wire of the fence. We tried to get it off, but could not. So we cut the wire loose and stood in amazement to see the ship, the heifer, and all rise slowly, disappearing into the northwest. Neighbor Thomas Link, 4 miles away, found the hide, the legs, and the head of this cattle in his field the next day, yet no tracks under the soft, damp ground, which mystified him. Pause for bullshit.
So first off, you don't need to say.
I wrote that
You don't need to say.
and highlighted it.
You don't need to read the script format.
Okay, go ahead, continue. I
don't remember what we were talking about at all. Yeah. We're
Pause
pausing
for bullshit. Mystified him.
Hey,
the
wait.
soft ground, no tracks left in the ground. Devin.
Do you think we should bullshit?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, take that.
Like, have we not bullshitted enough in this episode? So we should
This
probably
whole episode's gonna be great.
we
Shut
sh-
up.
we should
shouldn't
probably-
talk about the behind the
we
scenes
should,
during
we
the
should probably
episode.
build up some more bullshit.
I think
content
you
for
should
us.
tell me what your thoughts are on that statement that I just read from Alexander Hamilton, a very well-noted individual for American history.
I would like to know what the source was. Number one. Number two.
Him. It was in his dossiers and his memoirs.
Okay.
This was quoted exactly from Alexander Hamilton. The whole thing's in quotes.
Well, that's what you're telling me. But
It's been fact-checked. Triple verified.
what are you saying right now?
I verified it through ChatGPT. I verified it through in the internet itself, and then I used a third-party source, somebody else, to also verify that they could find the same information. This comes from a documented state.
Listen, all I'm saying is I would like to see the original documents.
That was bullshit, so we're going to cut
make that up?
12 and a half minutes off of that. Flashing lights in mysterious movies are creating waves and catching attention virtually everywhere as UFOs are becoming eye candy for anybody who witnesses them. However, believers appear to be lesser in number when compared to disbelievers. I know. I'm a dying breed. However,
A unicorn of a man.
I mean, that's facts. However, every time an apparent alien craft is observed in the skies, there is always the debate of whether or not they are indeed UFOs or just birds or ordinary aircraft. Now, Ben Mesrick's latest book, The 37th Parallel, could literally and likely make waves in the UFO community. According to Mesrick, cattle mutilation is one of the many pieces of evidence about aliens that's often forgotten. And he also wrote that there had been more than 10,000 horses and cows that have been found without life and mutilated over the past 70 years.
Whoa.
That's just a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
70 years is a long time.
It's still a lot.
But 10,000
That's what I'm saying.
unexplained mutilations? It can't be happenstance. Just can't.
Something's going on.
Has to be. Now, these mutilated animals are usually left lying on their sides with organs being removed and missing, though what Mesrick describes as precise circular wounds on these creatures. Most mutilated animals have missing lungs, tongues, eyes, and hearts. And according to Mesrick, this isn't even the worst part. Nearly all carcasses have been recovered completely drained of blood. As a third-generation cattle researcher in Colorado, Tom Miller knows a lot about raising cattle. And what he doesn't know is what has periodically been mutilating and killing selected animals in his herd since 1999. There are so many things that I don't understand about it, and no one seems to be able to explain it either. According to him, that is his quote. Miller stated this on September 4th in an episode of the Unexplained Files, a sci-fi channel series on Wednesdays. Not advertising for them. Thousands of cattle mutilations have been reported in the U.S. since the early 1960s, but Miller was still shocked when this began happening to his herd 14 years ago. Now, first, I thought the cow had died naturally. Then I got closer to it, and I could see it was very unnatural. He said that their eyes were gone, their tongue was gone, their ears were gone, and their sex organs were cut out. It was just kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird. So obviously cut out, not just missing or eaten out.
Yep. Because that was one of the
as
first
most
things.
heifers would prefer.
So that was one of the first things that I was going to say when I first started doing my half of the research of this was that
Dude.
Just vape, dude.
Continue.
Are you done? No. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, orcas. Orcas
are coming on land and killing these cows. That's what I was gonna say. I was literally, as I was reading that, I was like, dude, orcas have specifically been noted to kill sharks, take out only the liver, right?
Yeah.
That's what you were gonna say?
Yes.
Is that what you're gonna say?
But the thing
oh! We solved it.
But the thing is, John, it's not surgical. It's not
No, it's very surgical.
No,
they use their snouts and teeth. They know where the liver is on the
giant whale bite looks way different than you stupid son of a bitch.
But they know where the liver is.
Yeah, but a whale
that
bite
means they're smart as fuck. Which means orcas are aliens.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Jury's still out on that one.
So are dolphins.
The whole family of
it's a sleeper cell.
What in the fuck are you saying?
Just keep going.
I'm trying.
Drunk.
The fucking a fucking orca taking a bite out of something looks way different.
So take a bite. Sorry, I had to. Go on.
Oh, you son of a
I love
bitch.
you and everything you do.
Motherfucker.
Be yourself.
You stupid. I'm trying.
I support you. Oh, God. So anyway, about orcas?
No, I'm done.
No. Tell me about the orcas.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Orcas take a bite out of what, Devin?
If you eat
I'm sorry, no. Cut all that shit. No.
It would look way different than a scalpel. And that's what
fair.
a lot of these things look like. Is that it's not necessarily a scalpel, but it looks more surgical in its approach, not just a fucking giant whale eating into something.
Yes.
All right.
So
I'm glad we got that out.
How small are these aliens?
I don't know.
They're just taking bites, surgically removing a vagina out of a cow.
I don't think they're taking bites. I think they're probably using medical instruments.
So are they taking the cow up in the ship and doing this, or are they doing this on the ground?
I don't know.
Is there just going to be some naked ass gray?
I feel like
with a rock hard dick, just cutting out a fucking eyeball of a cow.
Listen, you're getting real weird. All right.
I mean, the whole thing is weird.
The whole
thing is weird.
I am led to believe.
I need a cocksock just for this episode because I'm so weirded out.
I'm led to believe that if it was happening and it was aliens, it's probably happening on the ship because after they're killing it, they're draining all the blood and stuff. There's no blood left anywhere around these carcasses.
I didn't mention that, but that is an interesting fact. That is also true, yeah.
Yeah, so you did mention it, by the way.
No, there's no blood in the animal, but it doesn't mean there's not blood on the ground. But they didn't say that specifically, but I'm glad you reiterated it.
What?
Reiterated it.
I obviously they didn't mention it, but yeah, it's from the reports that we have anyway. It sounds like there's no blood. They'd be around, right? They'd be around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Good luck. And we're at the ad break.
That was a hot take. Listen, guys.
Oh, that I can't wait to use that. That's gonna be so good.
I was great until you laughed. Thank you for watching Wolf Takes a Bite. Right now, I gotta take a break for some ads. So, can't really do that without mentioning my own shit. GraymanMediaCo.com. Go there. I have a merch store with awesome equipment like this mug. Yeah, that's our logo. That's our logo too. You can get that. You can get a hat. You can get a Wolf Takes a Bite t-shirt. My favorite that's brand new. You should check it out. It's the OK For Sure t-shirt. Available only in limited time. So go ahead and run and get yourself one today. We also can't even finish this out without mentioning our sponsor and our podcasting host, Transistor FM. Transistor FM provides affiliates and links to podcasts around the world, working with creators and developers from every walk of life, even my crazy butt. So make sure you go ahead and check out that link below if you want to start your own podcast where you can do all this awesomeness, maybe half as good. And if you're feeling a little tired at the end of your day, don't forget, all you got to do is use the Amazon link below to buy my personal case of Monster Energy Drink. That's it. 24 cans for only $31.95. $2.22.
Just do the ad recovery.
All right, set to position 1 then.
I have a question. What is position 1?
Your normal sitting position.
I don't know what that is, though.
You're in position 4.
I kind of move around it. We've never discussed this. I have no idea what you're talking about. How do I know that this is position 4? You've never told me what positions I'm in.
Position 1. Devin, I thought you knew this. We've done this for 2 years.
You've never, and I cannot put emphasis on this enough. You have never, ever tried to direct me in this way, and it's not working for me.
It's like 5 stages of grief with you. It's literally everything I say is end up in those 5 positions. Oh, look, you're in position 1.
That's not what you said position 1 was earlier. Now I caught your ass slipping.
This, or it's this. Yeah. That's a rare position 6 right now. Right now. And that was the ad break.
They ask me all
That
the
was the
time.
ad break.
They're like, "Why are you angry? Why are you angry? What's up with you, Devin? What's going on?"
So there are no current concrete scientific
Welcome back from the ad.
No, that was.
You want to do an
that
ad
was
recovery?
the ad. That all was the ad recovery. Yeah.
No, it was not.
Oh, yeah, it was. That was the ad. So hey, there is currently
This is the most drunk
no
you've
concrete
sounded all day.
evidence scientifically to prove that alien cow mutilations are real and occurring as a result of extraterrestrial activity. Now, while there may be many reports of strange occurrences involving cows that have been documented, the explanation for these events is still a matter of speculation and debate. There are many stories we could tell, but for now, we will focus only on the ones from Cook County, Oregon.
Oh my fucking God.
You don't have to edit this. Why do you care?
I'm just shocked.
Detectives from the Cook County Sheriff's Office, a longtime researcher and Prennyville veterinarian who reviewed evidence from an ongoing case, say that they're stumped by the unnatural deaths. So there's now officials documenting and dissecting these incidences. But the mutilated cattle maybe or might be more ordinary than they seem, according to Brian Dunning, a Bend-based podcaster commenting on the deflated wild claims. Obviously, he's a podcaster, so he's full of shit.
Help.
He tends to say that this reads like a very typical case, says the Cook County Sheriff, John Gautier. He said in his office that his office has no leads, but continues that there is no reason to panic over these incidences. We've had cases like this over the years, and they seem to come in groups, and then they go away. It's completely normal. We're not speculating on how these are happening. As we try to keep an open mind and look into all possibilities. What a government answer that is, sir! Now, mutilated cattle have been recorded in the American West since at least the 1960s. But we know for a fact that they've happened as early as the early 1800s. Just not as well documented. There have been multiple recent cases of full-blown bull mutilations in Harney, Wheeler, Utica counties in eastern Oregon. But now, beef cattle have turned up dead in remote ranchlands outside of Prineville, bearing signs of common to cattle mutilation phenomenons. However, the current string of cases began on February 27th, when Crook County Sheriff's officers, specifically the deputy Scott Durer, was dispatched to suspicious circumstances at the 96 Ranch on Southeast Van Lake Road, a very popular and well-documented road for alien activity.
You made that up.
No, that's factual.
Uh-huh.
Van Lake Road,
Uh-huh.
most sightings happen
In Oregon.
in Oregon,
Oh, yeah.
specifically in the area. Don't know why, though. A lot of stories originate from that area.
Well, you know he's a podcaster, so you know he's probably full of shit.
The other guy, yeah. This is a factual podcast. Now, however, owner Ricky Shannon said one of his herd had been discovered dead 2 days earlier with an odd cut down its spine. Interesting. Shannon, who lives on the ranch with his two sons, reported that no predators or birds had touched the cow.
It's important.
It's good to know that there's no predators nearby.
Okay, you're going a different direction.
There were no tracks from the predators and no blood surrounding it. That is important. However, the cow's left cheek, tongue, and 3 of its teats had been cut away cleanly, almost surgically. Picture. Because I've seen this one. It's very disgusting. Your discretion is advised.
Yeah, probably not for YouTube.
Oh, I'm putting it on there. But the eyes usually the first body part to be scavenged after death because of birds, which is actually very common.
Yep.
Were untouched, which means that even birds didn't want to get near this cattle.
Thumbs up.
Something's up. Radioactivity, something. Right? Birds are smart. They know to stay away from certain electromagnetic waves.
Animals in general.
Yeah, just in general. They know when something is so decrepit that they can't eat it. So scavenger birds have not even touched the eyes. However, there were no bullet holes, and a scan of the cow by a metal detector turned up no metal or bullets or points of entry.
Important.
Extremely. Now, the cow was about 200 yards from the road, so that's a good shot, even if you are one. Near the edge of a field with some juniper trees, which means a fair amount of distraction and or coverage, especially from that distance.
Unless you're flying.
Now, there were no vehicle tracks, which shows that...
Which there wouldn't be if you were flying.
Right. So the animal was never encountered because anybody that went to go harvest something from a cattle would obviously drive a vehicle up to the corpse. I mean, you wouldn't walk it.
They're probably talking about vehicles other than their own. Right.
What do you mean?
Well, somebody had to metal detect it and all that shit.
Yes, this was preliminary by the researchers. So no footprints of any kind either near the body, other than the person who walked up and discovered it, hence the ranch owner.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, the mystery depended on a few days later. On March 4th, Casey Thomas, manager of the GI Ranch on Listener Road in Panula, reported that one of its herd, around 5,000 of them, specifically one of its herd, appeared to have suffered a strange death.
What the plot thickens?
It does, not too far, and almost the next county. The Crook County detective Javier Sanchez arrived to find a deceased black Angus cow lying on its side. That's most dead things do. The hair had been removed near the stomach. That's odd. All 4 udders were cut off, and its left cheek, tongue, and sex organs were removed. That's really odd. Who's fucking cow pussy? I mean...
Well, furthermore, why are they
Can't be that
removing it from the cow first?
For later use. They're making fleshlights.
I don't like where you're going with this.
It's just a cow fleshlight. Some people are into that, I guess. Between the front legs... and an uneven patch of hair was missing. And in the middle was a small prick mark from a needle, Sanchez wrote in his report. The udders appeared to have been removed with precision, straight, even cuts, as if made by a sharp object or laser. The reproductive systems had been cut out cleanly as well, and without disturbing any other organs, which shows knowledge of biology. Extreme knowledge of biology, in fact. There was no indication of any predator activity, and or perhaps strangest of all, the scavenging animals appeared to have hardly touched these 6 cow carcasses found in the 7-day span on the ranch land in this rural Crook County. Now, last year, the FBI in Oregon stated receiving questions about cattle mutilations in Central and Eastern Oregon. According to Beth Ann Steele, a spokesperson for the FBI in Portland's office, but despite sporadic media inquiries, the office does not have any current role in the cattle mutilation. The story, as so far as we know, does not have any resolution. And this, Devin, I want to hear your thoughts. I know you brought me this story.
Oh, fucking aliens.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, here's something I found. Because of what you wrote, what you gave me here, inspired me to do a little research and a little internet sleuthing. Specifically... on the FBI's website, which I have now pulled up in front of him, he is slightly nervous. I can see his tick. He's clicking his leg, bouncing up and down, thinking, oh my God, you pulled this up on my Wi-Fi.
It's anger, is what it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not nervousness.
Why are you angry?
I do want to see it, though.
Why are you angry?
Because I want to see it!
All right, so there's a disclaimer here. This is very important to read first. The FBI's FOIA library contains many files of public interest and historical value.
You're not going to read this whole thing, are you?
Just the first paragraph.
Okay.
In compliance with the National Archives and Records Administrations, which makes them release things that they don't want to, basically, requirements, some of these records are no longer in the physical possession of the FBI, eliminating the FBI's capability to re-review and reprocess this material. Please note that the FBI and the information found in these files are no longer reflected of the current beliefs, positions, opinions, and or policies currently held by the FBI.
Which is just legal jargon to cover their ass, is basically what
Which means that they can't actually say that this is their documentation anymore. What the funny thing about this is, Devin, when you look up FOIA requests from the FBI, it doesn't always pop up this way, but this is the FBI's official goddamn website. I had to go through this thing, find their FOIA request vault, then verify that I'm still on an FBI page to find this documentation. And the first thing that pops up is a disclaimer that I can't even click out of.
So we can't. So this is it?
I can't click out of that. It won't let me.
So we have nothing.
No, not necessarily. Because I figured a workaround. See how that is like tracking on the page? You see how that?
Yeah.
You see how that's tracking on the page?
Yeah.
As I scroll, it's just there. It won't let me close this. Oh, shit. Well, okay, apparently 7 taps is the closure. So the article in the FOIA request, this is going to be so hard to read, by the way.
Don't even try. Look, just put it up. Look, John, put it up on the screen right now. And maybe we can include this.
So screenshot it.
Maybe we can include this in the description below for people to go look on their own. But yeah, there's scanned documents.
Oh, and pictures of the scanned areas here.
Yeah, so there's some.
These
stuff.
are scanned documents. Obviously, they don't seem highly redacted, which means they've already redacted all the information they wanted.
Well, they've already put out a disclaimer that this isn't the current views or opinions of the FBI. So whatever new they might have
Here's
on
a
cattle
report.
mutilation
Hold on,
is
this
not.
is interesting.
This isn't it.
This is an interesting report number, and it's a 27-page document report. Holy shit!
Yeah, but
Oh my god! And this is where
all you've found is a newspaper. This isn't like FBI specific.
it's on the FBI website. What do you
that
mean?
doesn't mean it's that's the FBI doesn't write a newspaper, John.
No, but they horticulture documents based to related research.
Right, but
That
like,
could be parts of national security. That's why it's in the FOIA request. This is all items that were obtained upon a request about cattle mutilation through FOIA,
you know, you can just
which is the Freedom of Information Act, which you can do at any government office but this one was done through the FBI about this specific topic.
you can
This
get
was the release
FOIA requests
documentation.
for anything. I don't understand what your angle is.
I don't either. My point is that if you go to the FBI website and
You
and
can
you
see
look up the
scanned
FOIA
newspapers.
request, not just that, there was other documentation too
didn't
that was
see it.
written by the FBI.
But I didn't see any of that.
You did. That was the first 4 pages I showed you, but that's okay. It was very hard to read. I understand that.
We also don't have we don't know what information. We don't even know if that information is interesting.
Most of the FBI's documents that are released publicly on the internet through their webpage or through FOIA requests are going to be scanned documents. So therefore, they're going to be more difficult to read.
You're not answering my question. We don't know that they're interesting documents or not. It could just be, regular ass memos that don't have anything pertaining to what we're actually talking about.
So last year, the FBI in Oregon started receiving questions about cattle mutilations in Central and Eastern Oregon. What happened? According to Beth Ann Steele, a spokesperson for the FBI in Portland office, she stated, but despite sporadic media inquiries, the office does not have any current role in cattle mutilations or the story was and is so far as we know it, does not have any resolution to any of the answers. Now, this is all due into the Crook County detectives' research on that cattle mutilation. These are only very few specific instances related to this topic. There are thousands.
Which is why we had to narrow it down to one.
Yes, there are thousands of unreported
And reported.
and even reported. Yes,
There are.
absolutely.
Tons of them. I saw a lot of them. It's wild.
Accounts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly.
So the only thing I could really tell my viewers, because there's no way I could cover all of it.
No.
There's
As
no
with
way.
most things that we do.
I feel like there's some things we can wrap in an hour, but this is not one of them. This is why this episode had to go on longer, and this is why I wanted you to hear more of this information. Is mostly bullshit.
Let's be real.
It's a lot of bullshit, but honestly, I believe this fucking happened. That's my stance. I'm
Well,
going to tell
it
you right
did
now. This is my fucking
It
stance.
for sure happened.
This happened.
It for sure happened.
Time and time and time and time
just
and
don't
time and
know-
time and time and time again.
We just don't know for sure what the cause of it is. Right now, we don't have that answer.
Okay.
I lean towards aliens.
For sure.
Obviously. So,
It's obviously aliens.
there's what other
What
explanation?
else would happen?
What other explanation? You can't offer me up
Killer
anything.
whales walking on land?
Well, they used to.
Oh my God.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. Why? Like, I can look, okay.
I don't know why you do the things you do. I agree.
That's where we're going. Okay, so listen here. The bottom line is, I'm drunk. This is a TikTok. And you need to watch the rest of this episode because it was fucking great. We're talking about cattle mutilation. I mean, why would you not want to know what fucking happened? I'm not going to say I'm going to tell you anything. I'm just saying that it was funny. That was a TikTok.
There was actually information in this.
There's a
episode.
lot of information.
There was.
So now it's a minute long. Okay, cool. So there you go. And then
And now that we're on the main part of the episode and not trying to create TikToks out of everything that we do,
this is stupid. Because obviously aliens did it. I just don't know why I need to argue this.
I agree with you.
There's no argument.
No one could pose a different solution to what's happening to these cows that would satisfy my curiosity in the same way that aliens do.
None.
I would have way more questions. Yeah, 100%. We're on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
It's aliens.
You don't even have a room to make fun of this topic.
I mean, I can make fun of it.
But you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'd have to be lying.
Right, okay.
No, this is real.
So we're probably going to do a part 2.
Yeah, I mean, we could. If you guys, actually ask for it.
And then we'll never fucking do it. I'm just kidding. No, if you ask for it, we'll actually do it.
Stop reading the script format.
You wrote that.
Yeah, because it's a format,
It's
John.
funny. I had to do it once this season. That was
do it
funny.
every damn time.
I have never read this before on this show.
Not
in
this
season
specific
5.
part, you stupid son of a bitch.
He wrote that. Because we'll never do a second part unless you ask for it. So you got to ask for it.
You have to ask
That's
for
the whole point of this, is that you get engaged with this community. Now listen here. Thank you for watching this episode of Wolf Takes a Bite. I appreciate your viewership. I had no rap. All we talked about was cattle mutilation. There's nothing else to say. It was the government. It was aliens. It was all of it. It's all a cover-up. Nobody knows what happened. I'm sorry I can't really provide any groundbreaking information. Okay, so listen. All you got to do is go to Great Man. Shut up.
You've done this.
Shut up. I'm redoing it now.
Oh, my God.
All you got to do is go to greatmanmediaco.com. Like my shit, buy some awesome merch like the Wolf Takes a Bite t-shirt, or the Wolf Takes a Bite mug, or the OK44 shirt t-shirt, or the Otter t-shirt if you want to support the Devin's other informational stuff that he does.
What are you saying?
Shut up.
What is this?
I'm doing a spot. Shut up. Listen, also, if you really want to be serious and contact me, all you got to do is just email me at graymanmediaco.com.
Help. Help.
Go to the website, find the /wolf tab, and you can email me directly from there. As well as you can also contact me via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Find me on any of those platforms, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the follow button, like and subscribe. It's a very important thing that you can do. As well as, you what else? Fuck it, I don't even care. Email me directly at wolftakesabitepod@gmail.com. Just do it. Just do it. See what happens. I want to know how many of you are there.
Leave a rating.
Leave a rating anywhere you listen to this podcast. As for reviewing it on YouTube, just do something. Because you're there, you might as well, right?
Hey, that was a really good outro for 1 minute and 40 seconds. That was really
I'm recutting that. It'll be great. Do you have something you want to say?
No, I think you covered all of it, John. You nailed it.
Mic drop.
You better not.
It's $300. Goodbye! Remember, question everything. See you on the next.